Now you're thinking of upgrading your old iPhone to the 15 series, but you think that the iPhone 15 Pro or the Pro Max is too much of an overkill for you. So should you consider getting the non-Pro iPhone 15 or the 15 Plus instead? Well, after using the 15 Plus that I bought for my wife since its launch, putting it up against a controlled test as well as using it for everyday shots, do I think that this smartphone is good enough for videos? Well, let's find out in this video if you should buy an iPhone 15 Plus for your video needs. Now this is the third episode in this iPhone 15 series, and in this video I'll talk about the iPhone 15 Plus. Now if you just landed here and are watching this as the first video, you'll probably miss out the previous video where I talked about the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So go back to the episode after watching this one, okay? And do subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss out on subsequent videos where we pit both the iPhone Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Plus against a myriad of other cameras and even against each other, okay? So anyway, back to the 15 Plus. So like the previous episode, I won't be talking about the new features like the dynamic island, the USB-C ports, and the new A16 chipset inherited from the 14 Pro series. I'll only be talking about the video capabilities. So by the end of this video, you'll see if this is the phone for you to take videos, be it for your work, your family, or your holidays. Now these are all the tests that I'll be conducting in this video. Now, in addition to all these performance tests, right, I'll also share with you my take on who are the people who should buy this phone. So do watch all the way till the end, okay? But first, let's take a look at the video mode. Now, the iPhone 15 Plus gets a new 48 megapixel sensor from the 14 Pro Max from last year. So because of this, right, the 15 Plus gets a new 2x lens mode on top of the 0.5x and 1x lenses. But the phone physically has only two lenses only. Where does this 2x lens come from? Well, if you want to know, comment below so I can make another video on this and maybe also touch on the additional 28mm and 35mm lenses on the 15 Pro Max too. But back to this phone, here are the recordings of what you see on these available lenses. So like the 15 Pro Max, right, which have the same sensors, the 15 Plus lenses all perform well in bright settings like during the daytime. Now in all scenarios, whether we are taking videos for people or for landscape, these footages look like more than adequate to be used on social media videos. But again, when there's not enough light, now the videos don't look good. I mean, it's probably okay if you just want to record a night scene to keep on your phone, but if you need to put this footage up for business, I don't think they can do well enough. Now it's the same for the 15 Pro Max. Essentially, no matter how good smartphone cameras are today, right, their sensors are still tiny compared to a real camera sensor. And without a bigger sensor, there's absolutely no way to take good low light video, and seriously, the performance will not be achieved. So next, let's explore what we can do with the action mode. Like what we get in the form of a pretty stabilized footage from using a GoPro. The action mode uses software to stabilize the footage. Now you see action mode in action on this shot when I was running behind my wife with the phone being handheld without a gimbal. I mean, coming from a phone without this feature, this looks pretty impressive, don't you think? And next up is a feature that professional smartphone videographers love to use, which is the cinematic mode. Yes, we have this on the 13 Pro Max from like 2 years ago, but remember I was using a 12 Pro Max and my wife only had a 10s Max, which both don't have this feature. So having this is really something that will make our video footage look much better. So anyway, if you are not familiar with what this cinematic mode is all about, right? Well, just take a look at this shot that is taken on our mirrorless camera. Now you see a nice blurry background against the subject and it looks pleasing and natural, right? Now this is called bokeh, and on cameras with bigger sensors and better lenses, right, it's quite easy to achieve this. But on the iPhone, even something as advanced as the 15 Pro Max, which have the same sensor as the 15 Plus, right? There's no way that this can be achieved optically because the sensor is just too small. So Apple recreates this bokeh via something called computational software. And the good thing from all this is that Apple's cinematic mode allows the bokeh to be adjusted even after the footage is taken. Now, this is not possible even on the most expensive cameras nowadays. Here, you see the same shot taken with cinematic mode with a wider aperture of f2.0 and also another one with a narrower aperture of f7.1. Now with the narrow aperture, you won't see as much bokeh. But remember, the bokeh is not done optically. It is crafted by Apple software by determining which is the subject and which is the background. So here's a shot with real optical bokeh taken on a lens with a very wide f1.4 aperture on a professional full-frame camera for your comparison. Now the thing is, even when it's artificial, right, as I mentioned before, having a bokeh will make some of your shots look nicer. So definitely, I think it is a good feature to have. Now lastly, let me share with you the slow motion mode from the 15 Plus. Now obviously, this isn't any new feature in any way. And well, it has been available since I don't know which model. But it's still cool to see slow-mo footages slowed down 8 times at 240 frames per second, right? I kind of feel like this video is kind of short when compared to the previous video where I was sharing about the 15 Pro Max video features. And so I guess the conclusion is that the Pro Max is really made for pro video users, whereas the 15 Plus is more for everyday users who are contented with the features that I've discussed about earlier. So really, the 15 Plus takes good videos during the daytime. It has an action mode in the rare occasion that you need to run with your kid or maybe your dog. It shoots cinematic video when maybe once in a while you need to capture and display something professional looking in Instagram. And for this phone, right, you can also capture 8x slow-mo shots. So should you invest in a 15 Plus or even the 15, which has exactly the same video capabilities? Well, firstly, you need to say no to the 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max because you're probably never going to use the ProRes recording features, nor you need a 120mm 5x lens. And then secondly, you need to convince yourself you probably need an additional 2x lens for some better portrait shots along with those 48 megapixel footages. So in this case, yes, get the 15 Plus. But if you just need to take like normal pictures and photos that reside in your camera or your phone for years, right? Or at most you transfer them to your desktop to be browsed through every now and then perhaps just staying put with your current phone is good enough. Now, of course, if you have the money to spend or you are the type who needs to upgrade every single year, well, even if there are no new features, there's no need for me to convince you not to upgrade to this iPhone 15 Plus, right?